Nice day for pet. Well, the day's over now, Bappa. Fuck me. The day's over, bro. Black, brown, speed paint, ink wash. I am literally mixing a black brown right now. That's literally exactly what I'm doing. So much black paint. Yeah.
Good evening. I hope you're all very, very well and having a good week so far. It is really nice to be back. As nice as it was to be away, it's very nice to be back as well. I have missed painting, and I'm looking forward to putting some more paint on this guy. So yeah, that'll be good. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you today? I'm just going to scoot over and grab some more paints because I was clever. I tidied up my desk before I left, but it's it's tidy, but it's also empty of any kind of paint, so I need to bring some stuff back. What am I working on? Cloak. Ooh, get some burgundy in there. Doth, how are you? Long time no speak. Good evening. Jen, you're pretty good. Yeah, not bad. It was really nice. My trip was lovely. I had a really nice time with my mum and my brother, and was able to get things done that I needed to do, which wasn't so great, but still needed to be done. So I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, it was really nice. I am glad to be back because, well, sleeping in your own bed is always more comfortable than anywhere else. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Chris. I know you're lurking and you're streaming yourself, but I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm happy to be back. I'm not happy to be back at work, but I'm happy to be back here. I missed my bed a lot. I missed all my boys, both hairy and not so hairy. And yeah, I'm just glad to be back. Really, it's nice. But it was really nice to see my family. It was my mum's 65th birthday, and she had a party for the first time in, well, 10 years, I think. It's been a long time anyway since she had an actual party, and she was really quite worried about it. She was worried she wasn't going to have any, like, well, she was worried people weren't going to show up, basically. Which is understandable, I guess. It's an understandable fear to have. So I was very happy for her that it was a great success, and she made like a no bake like cake thing with white chocolate marbled on top, which was really nice, and everyone loved that, and people wanted the recipe and everything. So she was quite happy with that as well. It's been nice. That was nice. But now we're back, and I am quite happy to be able to do some painting again, because it feels like it's been ages. I suppose it has been. But yeah, it definitely feels longer than it actually has been, I think. Yeah, the party was really good. She had loads of friends come over. We went to one of the near local cafes that she goes to sometimes, and it was really good. It's kind of sad that there's no such thing here in England. It's the kind of cafe where what they like their normal music that they play is almost like the Dutch version of chansons, the French like life songs, but in Dutch they're more, well, they can be quite depressing, but there's lots of like party versions of them for around Carnival. So they played a lot of those, and that was really fun. I'm kind of sad that that's not something that's here in England, because I think that would be, with all the football and stuff, you'd think that something like that would be more popular here, but it's not. You're grand. You've been enjoying chilling out and playing random games. Yeah, it's been strange not to have you stream. I know I'm not always I can't always make it, but it's very strange not to see the streams pop up. Was it just a little break, just for your own sanity for a bit? Thijs, hello, how are you? You're still sick? Oh no! You're gonna go say that to your twin sister and then stream on Sunday? Good, that sounds like a good idea. It's what have you got? Is it COVID or some other type of flu or? Calling me ma'am. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Hi Ben, I missed it too. It's been very strange not streaming. I know I've not really been streaming for very long, but it's been very weird to not have this for two nights, I guess. Mama BDP had a great time. She was very happy to have me, very sad to see me go, which was understandable. Because who wouldn't be sad to see me go, or am I right? But it was a lovely time and it was really fun. Just a break to have a break. You should have been stuck on the same with very little break for a long time. Yeah, no, I get that. I feel like you've not really been on stream break for ages, really, have you? You've been... I imagine it's been quite nice to be able to just play whatever and just chill and not worry too much about entertaining anyone else and just being able to entertain yourself. You don't know, you don't need to check anymore. Could be the COVID, but a really bad nose cold and coughing your lungs up. Monday you're lightheaded as well, had a headache. Oh god, sounds like COVID. Yeah, you don't really need to test here either anymore. I think only really, like old people still test, but most people just get sick and carry on with life, really. No one seems to really care anymore that if they have COVID or not, which is not great, really, but... I'll tell you what, it's been so long since I've painted that I forgot what I was working on. I came into the garage and I was like, what model was I painting before I left? And then I saw the rainbow on the desk and I was very happy. I said, oh yeah, I remember. I gave my mum Lady Olinder, the model that I painted a while ago. She's always saying that she wants, or she loves the stuff that I paint, or she loves how I paint things, and she said that she, well, previously she always wanted like copies of drawings and stuff that I made when I was still drawing. So I thought I'd bring her a model, and it's on the bookshelf at the moment. Bless her. I think on Friday you'll check because you can't go to your sister because your father will come down. He's 71. Yeah, you can't do that. No. It's just to be on the safe side. Don't want to be... yeah, you don't want to pass COVID on to someone who is... already struggling with like immunity and stuff. Was she happy? Yeah, she was actually. She was. I mean, she's always happy when I'm there. I always feel slightly bad for leaving again because I can tell it really makes her really sad when I go, which is fair because I don't normally only see her like once a year, which is not a lot. We speak every week, but it's, yeah, Rainbow Pony is fun. Rainbow Pony still needs a lot of work, but Rainbow Pony is fun. So far, so fun anyway. Yeah, my dad is also not the youngest anymore, and also not the healthiest anymore. According to the doctors, he has like, what did he say, 33% lung capacity left. Like he can't even take his bins to the container, his bin bags to the container anymore. So he wanted to have a conversation around giving us his passwords and stuff like that. So should the worst happen, we would be able to get to his banking app and things like that. So very fun. But it had to be done. It is what it is. My dad's a bit of a dick, sad to say. Well, no, it's not. That's not really fair. He's not a dick. He's just not socially the most tuned in, I guess. He used to forget my birthday every year, and he yeah, he's just never really. It's always felt like he's not really been very interested in me or my brother. Yeah, he's always been more interested in his own goings on, which is fair, I guess. Most people are more interested in themselves than in other people. But it would be nice sometimes to feel like he cared. Yeah, that talk. It is what it is. It needed to be done. My brother and I are both glad that the conversation has been had and that we're, well, as prepared as we can be now. But it's been difficult to have a good relationship with him, so it's also yeah, it was just something that needed to be done, which is kind of depressing, really. Still a pony, just a big pony. Yeah, you can have. I mean, pony isn't necessarily size, or like being a horses aren't necessarily size dependent. I think pony is, but horses are not necessarily, because Icelandic horses are horses, but they are like pony sized. So there's some weird goings on with categorization there. But yeah, it's very nice to be back. I'm very happy to be able to do more painting because I did miss that when I was away. Yeah, very happy that it's this fun guy because I was yeah, like I said, I'd kind of forgotten what I was painting while I was away, so it's nice that it's something really fun. What's everyone else been up to? And a horse can just be as stubborn as a small pony, 100%, yeah. Although small ponies tend to be little shits, really. It still makes me laugh that people think that a small pony is a better pony to learn to ride on for kids than a horse is, because generally speaking, horses are a lot easier to handle than, say, for example, a Shetland pony. Or absolutely little shits. G was very, very happy. He was like crying kind of happy, bless him. He isn't very cuddly. I think I've said this before, but he was like laying on me the whole evening, bless him. He was not happy when I went to put him to bed. He was like, I don't want to go to bed. I want to hang out with Mum some more. And he didn't want to go into the back office at work either yesterday. He's like, I want to sit in the front office with Mum and bark at people. Well, that's it. Yeah, he was... Like, he loves Nick. Like, loves him. He's like... amazing. Best person to play games with. They play like fetch and like chase each other around, and they love each other, and he loves Nick, and he loves to go for walks and hang out with him. But he's a bit of a mama's boy, and it's I think most dogs have a primary human, and regardless of how much I would like us both to be the same amount of primary human, I guess I am the main carer, so it's only it is understandable. But it's been very cute. He's been very cute, and apparently he was very well behaved while I was away. Nick's dad came over for a bit, and they were in here, and they were working on Nick's dad's plane, putting like transfers on there, and it's cats too. You're human number 1 to your old cat. Yeah, well that's it. They are. Alfie, our cat, definitely loves Nick more than he loves me. Which is fair. I also love Nick more than I love me, so that makes sense. And I was able to snag a ticket for RoseCon yesterday, I think it was. Was it yesterday? So I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to be going to Cardiff in June, I believe it is, and meet up with some lovely people from the hobby, which should be really nice. So we've got fun stuff planned, which is nice. We have a small, short painting course planned in April, I want to say, at our local hobby store, and I think it's Wes Paints from Siege Studios who's there. Or he used to be Siege Studios. I don't know if he still is, but he's doing a painting course there, which should be really cool. And we have our community meetup in May in London, the World of Warcraft community meetup, which will be really nice. I see loads of people actually got stuff planned, which is nice. It's one of those things that I normally forget to do. It does help with keeping things interesting in life. What about you guys? Have you got anything planned or looking forward to anything? I've got my focus all out of focus again. I am very much looking forward to the May meetup as well. It's my birthday as well that weekend, so that's going to be fun. Not really for you. You were to the Science Centre in Gothenburg a couple of weeks ago. That's nice. What kind of Science Centre? Is it like a museum kind of thing where you can like do like experiments and things, or what kind of Science Centre? They have something like that in Amsterdam, which is always really cool. I haven't been there in years, but I always really liked it. Something hanging in my brush. Get out of my brush. Ew. Brother, ew. Yeah, I've realised over the last few years that the more fun things I plan for, especially early on in the year, the better it is for my mental health. Because it's very easy to get sort of stuck on how miserable the start of the year is. But if you plan things, it's nice. You've got things to look forward to. Ew, water. They have aquariums, tropical forest, exhibition about space, nature, and the human body. That's awesome. That's what I have been up to, playing games as always. Assassin's Creed Mirage, started Indie Jones, and a Great Circle, and a little bit of Tactical Breach Wizards. Second 675 item, holy moly. You had awful faults on your tunes this week. Tattoo ideas keep cropping up. Oh, nice. Are you all addicted is a big word, but are you now going down that tattoo rabbit hole where you end up, oh, I could really go for another one. I remember I had that after I had mine done, and it's like, oh, I could go for another one. I really had to stop myself and like almost force myself not to. I was like, if I can make it like 7 months and I still want one, then I'll have another one. And then 7 months came and I didn't necessarily want one. I do want one now, but not as urgently. T11 Dells coming in clutch. Oh yeah, it's I've only done a few. Like this week, obviously, I hadn't done any Mythic Plus this week because I was away. And normally I do them on Saturday. So last night we did one, just a quick run. So I got one vault option for that, and I got, well, we did enough to do two delves vault options at like the highest level, I think. You know, the 4-round one will happen, yeah. How is your other one healing? Yeah, the 4 delves one, that's it. And got that, obviously did the quest for that, and yeah, it was we did that on Monday night, and it went quite quick because Nick could tank it and I just DPS. Having a tank in there makes it so much easier. It's almost cheating. I guess hunters have have it similarly easy with their pets, because the white damage from the mobs just wailing on you as a DPS is horrendous, and Bran isn't the best tank, so it's quite hard to do them as a normal DPS. But I wanted some vault options, and Nick was like, do you maybe want to do some delves? Like, hell yeah, brother. The back tattoo is pretty much done. Oh, nice. It's healed up quickly then. A tank that isn't Bran, yeah, exactly. I feel like if you have a tank spec, like regardless of whether or not you're able to, or if you regardless of being like your main spec when you play the rest of the game, 100% just go do delves in tank spec, because it's basically free loot. All scabs are gone. Not sore. Oh, amazing. Has the colour healed up clean? Or is it, do you need it to be touched up? Six five two tier hands. Holy moly. That is nice. I still haven't checked my vault actually. I came home, we had some dinner, and then I came in here, so I'll have to have a look when I finish before I go to bed tonight, because I am very curious. Burger Club, hello, how are you? Hope you're having a lovely evening. And it's Nivian's birthday soon as well, so I will be. Oh, I've been ordering presents for him. Obviously, I can't say what I got him, but he's given me some good ideas, and I had some ideas myself, which is always nice. And you're still at work, but the day's been all right. Oh, nice. As far as you can tell, it's fine. Slightly awkward placement to check. Yeah, it would be. You'd need 2 mirrors, really. Can always ask them to check it when you go in for the second one, right? How's the trip? Yeah, my mum was she was so happy, and we had a really nice time. Her party was a massive hit, big success. She had lots of people come over, loads of friends who showed up on the day, which was really nice, and it was really nice to catch up again. And I went out for dinner a few times, saw a lot of my brother, which was really nice as well. Yeah, it was a success, the weekend. It's been really, really lovely. I also met my brother's girlfriend for the first time, which was also nice. I was very excited to meet her, and she's lovely. She's a really nice girl. So I'm happy for him. You have Bran as a healer for yours. Your melee DPS do fine. Just more aware of their health. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you have Bran as a healer, it's not so bad, but it just takes so much longer than. Or it feels like it takes longer anyway. I'm a little bit spoiled. I've spoiled by having a Nivian who can tank. Who has 2 characters he can tank on, so if I ever need a tank, he's always like, yep, I can bring one. Which is quite nice. I hope he's doing okay tonight. He was going to obviously he has his Mythic Plus group on Wednesdays, or one of the Mythic Plus groups anyway. But they have 1 person more than they have spaces in the group. So usually one of them can't make it, but sometimes everyone can make it. And today was one of those nights where everyone could make it, and Nick was like, well, I've got another group. I'm going on Saturdays normally, so in theory I can sit out. However, I'm normally the one doing all the calls and doing the quick pulls because he's a tank and making sure that the runs go nice and smooth. So there was some talk about Nick just joining the voice just to make the the cooldown calls and stuff, but it's very boring. Plus, someone would still need to set up the cooldown trackers for Nick to be able to even track them. But guessing by the fact that he hasn't said anything yet in chat, I'm assuming that he's been roped in and is doing things. Either by playing himself or doing calls. About a week before I went back to the Netherlands, I got an email from EasyJet saying, now with the changes in, like, Brexit and us actually having left, you may need a visa to get back into the UK. And I was like, I really fucking hope not. I've been here for 10 years. I've got my leave to remain, like I'm allowed to stay here indefinitely, so I really hope that I don't need a visa. And I went on the Gov.uk app and they say like, or like on the website, and they say like, oh yeah, you may need to show your like immigration status when you come back. So you need to make sure that you have your UKVI, the UK Visa and Immigrations app or web page updated with your information and your current passport details and stuff. I was like, oh shit, I'm sure I have, but I wasn't sure, so I went in and trying to find a correct page. Trying to log in on that when it doesn't actually say anywhere that you're actually on the correct page is infuriating. Like, you click on the link to log into a UKVI page from the Gov.uk website, and nowhere on the page after that does it say UKVI or anything like that. So that had me worried, because I'm a freaking worrywart and I worry about these things. So I had everything done, I had everything filled in, everything. I printed everything off, I generated a code so I could give that to the border control if they wanted to check my immigration status and all of that. And I flew back through Southend, where they don't have these automated gates. They just have actual border control in these little cubicles, and you get called in, and got called to the front, and they just put your passport through their reader and stuff. She called me to her window. I handed over my passport, pulled it out of his little sleeve, gave it to her. She slid it into the little slot where she could read the passport, where the system could read it or whatever. She slid it in the system, in the slot thingy, looked at my face to make sure it matched. Thank you, have a nice day, or have a nice evening. And I was like, excuse me? I've been worrying about this thing for over a week. And you don't care. I think their system is probably linked to, or is able to read passports that are of people that have leave to remain. But I was so upset. I walked through, I was through quicker than I normally am. It was ridiculous. I felt a little bit cheated. Which is silly, really, because it was also just very nice that it was nice and quick. But I was like, why? I was worried. Why would you make me worry? But yes, it's very nice to be back. I'm very happy to be back. Happy to be able to paint again. Happy to be able to turn my heating back on because it's cold. That didn't work, did it? I didn't hear it come on. It is on. And I've also got new nail polish coming, probably tomorrow, which is very exciting. It's the new set that I asked my sister-in-law to get. Like, she got me into this specific nail polish and this brand. So now every time they bring out a new set, I ask her, "Are you going to order? Would you mind ordering some for me?" It's coming all the way from America, so it's a lot better to order together. So it's only one lot of postage and taxes and stuff. But yeah, it's under the sea themed, or like sea themed, and very glittery. And I really need to fix my nails because I've been picking at them. So the quick nail polish bit that I did before I went away is growing out and in dire need of a touch up. Ben, are you coming to the meetup? I'm sure you are. You normally always are. I'll have to make sure to finish your iron hands at least before then, so I can give those back to you. Even if I can't finish the towel yet, I'll at the very least, do the do the iron hands. Because we made really good progress with them, and then shit came up for a few weeks, and all of a sudden it sort of ground to a halt. So I need to get back into that. Because for weeks on Monday we were just painting Iron Hands. Well, before I went away, I also had to play with my my alerts, and I think I fixed the ones that were broken, which is about bloody time, really. But I think I fixed them, and I also created but not activated some other ones. Like good redeems, interesting redeems. But I need to do a little bit of prep work for those. And I think for one I may need to actually spend some money, because I think I may have gotten rid of the thing that the redeem would allow, or I say force, make me do. So I have this really cute hat with wolf, like wolf hat with little ears and stuff on it. Which I could make a redeem, and I should have a. Well, I used to have. I may have in a rage or frustration rather thrown it away, thinking I would never use it, but I think I might still have it somewhere, hopefully. Like a fire, reds and oranges and yellows, a wig. Which I think could be quite cool. So I set up the redeems for them, but I haven't activated them yet. I haven't turned them on yet, because I think that obviously I need to find the wig first of all, and if I don't have it anymore, I need to order a new one. And I need to ask Nivian to potentially de-spider my hat, because we've had a few very big spiders in the porch where I keep my wintry stuff. And if there's one thing I do not want, it is spiders in my hat. Which is hardly surprising, I would say, but I guess yeah. I would lose my absolute fucking shit if I had a spider in my hat and I put it on and it was just They're not little either, they're like big spiders, so yeah, no thanks. And hopefully I did it right, and they will all work straight away and look amazing, and hopefully I did good. I've been watching this TV show on Prime. Has Been Hotel, which I wasn't sure I'd like. It's animated. Definitely not for kids. Like, definitely not for kids. I find it really fun. It's really silly. I've got a couple of the songs on my playlist now, and I'm well into it. We only have one episode left now of it, which is a bit sad, of the first season anyway. So I'm gonna have to be waiting for the next season to hopefully get released. It does look like it might get second season. I hope so. Just be my luck to have another show that I enjoy not be continued. It has happened before. Not that I can now remember what show it was, but clearly not the most important show then if I can't remember what it was that it... I feel like Firefly doesn't count. That's everyone's show that hasn't been continued. Oh, feel sakes. But yeah, very, very, very much a show for adults. So there's some really messed up shit in there, especially episode 4 is pretty pretty fucked up. but do recommend. We've been enjoying it. Shuffle my mouse over. Cool. I've just realized something. Yep, there he is. Cool. To get my orange in there because I feel like that could make it pop, but it's at the moment it's not super poppy. Is anyone else working on anything at the moment, or just chilling and enjoying watching someone put thank you for the lurk back. Appreciated. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, is anyone else working on anything at the moment? Anyone building or painting anything silly? Or something serious? You might be building something really serious. How would I know? Of all people, I'm the one who would not know. Because this is supposed to be a serious model. Because apart from the Nurglings, Nurgle's pretty serious. It's not a fun, cutesy faction. And yet here we are. Here we are. when I was in the Netherlands, I met up with one of my, or like I guess my oldest friend, I suppose, the person I still speak to or with regularly and have known the longest. I only ever really see him when I go back to the Netherlands. But we decided to go to the beach on Friday because the weather was supposed to be nice. We were like, oh, that'd be quite nice, or it could be quite nice. And I haven't really been to the beach, which is ironic because I live fairly close to the beach. I could, in theory, walk to the beach if I wanted to, but for some reason I don't really when I'm here. So we were like, okay, let's go to the beach. And we went, and it was like 23 degrees on the beach. So we were like rolling up our trousers and walking through the tide pools, and actually were able to do some sunbathing, and it was absolutely glorious. And we had the best TV ever, namely, like, I suppose entertainment is a better phrase for it. A guy who decided, because we walked down the beach quite far away from where most people enter the beach. We walked quite far down the beach to the point where it was nearly the nudist beach, but not quite. But the nudists, because the beach was still empty, they didn't really care. And there were a couple of people who were there just walking around in the nude. Mostly middle-aged men who walk in a certain way, like belly pushed forward, with appendages also flapping happily in the breeze. And there was a youngish guy also on the nudist, he was being a nudist. He'd stripped all his clothes off. He was trying to pitch a tent, funnily enough, like a windbreaker kind of two-sided tent. That was technically it was just one of those igloo the dome tents, but two of the sides were open, so it's like it was shielded from the wind on two sides, and the other two sides were open. But because he was stark bollock naked and had his tackle happily flowing in the breeze whilst he was fighting with this thing that was it looked like it was supposed to like assemble easily and quickly, and it probably would have on the normal surface, but because it was in the middle of the beach on the soft sand, you had to push on the top for the what are they called, like the ribs, I guess, of the tent to sort of fold outwards to be secured in place. But he kept pushing on the top, and it just sunk further and further into the sand. So after about 20 minutes of that, he just realized he was going to burn. So he started rubbing his sunscreen on himself. Then he fell over. So he was covered in sand because he was sticky and covered in sand. Did some more fighting with his tent, then realised that the pouch that his tent came in had blown off into the wind, so had to run down the beach to chase after that, which was very entertaining. I felt a little bit bad for laughing, but it was kind of funny. And then he walked back, then he came back to his tent. He finally managed to get it set up, put his stuff in there so it wouldn't blow away, so it just only sort of fell over halfway. Then he walked to the actual ocean with a little hat on, and he sat down in the surf. And we were looking at him thinking, is he going for a pee? Is he just peeing there? And he stood up, and he took a couple of steps, sat down again, but slightly above the water level. It was really weird. He just had his fingertips in the water, and he was just squatting in there. And then he walked back, and he ended up on the what do you call it? In a tide pool. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea, because tide pools are slightly warmer. And he was just splashing himself, and he ran back to his little tent, and he actually spent the rest of the afternoon in his tent. So you're going to a beach, to air out your meat and 2 veg, and then you go lie down inside a tent on the first fabulous day of the year. We were very confused. We did not understand his reasoning at all, but we did have a good laugh over it because it was very funny. It was a very strange man. Sorry, just grabbing some paints. Yeah, it was very strange, but very entertaining. We had a great time. Like, I understand the whole nudist thing. That makes perfect sense to me because, like, sounds really nice. I haven't really done it in like 20 years. Because I don't think anyone is. Well, it's you do it for you, not for anyone else. But I feel like no one's except me waiting for me to take my clothes off and go lie on a beach somewhere. So, plus I don't really know if are there any nude beaches in the UK or in England? Probably are. There have to be, right? I used to go to a sauna quite a lot, but I haven't done that in years either. That was nice. I should do that again. But yeah, we had a very very fun time. It was very fun to see everyone enjoying the weather. Disappeared for Indians, welcome back. I hope you had a nice dinner. Take my clothes off. Yeah, I was just telling a story about how I went to the beach on Friday when I was in the Netherlands, and we ended up on the part of the beach which was very close to the nudists' beach, and because the weather was flipping amazing, it was like 22 degrees, 23 degrees, there was actually people out and about and proud, let's say, flaunting the goods, and we had a very entertaining and a very fun time watching someone try and pitch a proverbial tent, which was an actual tent, which was really fun because he was struggling, and it was if he'd had clothes on I would have gone and helped, but I felt like it would be really awkward if I'd gone over and helped him when he was flapping in the breeze. Sure, there are the UKs and somewhere you choose to do it. No, I guess you're right. It's not. Maybe not the nicest of areas to. There used to be a really nice sauna near where, sort of nearish to where I used to live in Amsterdam. But they closed many years ago. They closed, sadly. Apparently they've reopened, but I don't know if they still operate under the same principles. And yeah, the ambient temperature does need to be a little bit higher to be comfortable and not half shriveled up. It'd be a bit unpleasant for the men. Wouldn't be so bad for the women because the boobs get kind of perkier when they get cold. But I imagine as for men it can be quite awkward. or rather feel awkward. I don't suppose it is actually awkward. I don't think it's awkward at all because it's very natural, but it yeah, you'd have to be very lucky with the weather. That's one way to put it, yeah. It's funny how for women everything looks better when it's colder, and for men it's, well, the opposite. I suppose it's not exactly... I suppose it's not really funny, it's just funny to me. I find that kind of stuff kind of funny. It's like some small irony in the fact that women prefer to run, well, they need a lot more heat than men do. Normally, prefer higher temperatures than men do. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, we show more comfortably the other way around.
Hey, listen!
Hey, Paint, you alright? How have you been? I was saying earlier that I prepped a couple of redeems. I haven't finished them yet. Well, I suppose I have finished them, but I've not. I need to do some prep work myself to be able to actually activate them. Thank you. So am I, actually. I'm having a great time with this thing. I'm quite happy that the guy I'm painting it for said, I didn't give it to you to paint in sensible colours. Do whatever the hell you want. Because I was here trying to do something that looked kind of nurgly. I suppose it still looks kind of nurgly because it's not a particularly happy or healthy looking horse tool. I just very much love the idea of something having gone wrong in My Little Pony Land. Although I do feel bad for the horse. The whole question of, would you paint this? when he bought it, it was kind of funny. He's like, yeah, I would. I would feel bad for the horse, but yes, I would paint it. I'd need a darker green. See what happens if I mix it with this. Are you working on anything at the moment, Paint It? can't remember if you said if you were. Now for a split fiction reference. Which pig would the horse be? Oh dear. Probably the farting pig, to be honest. We haven't finished it yet. We need to play some more of that. We started it and we've done 2 sessions. 2 sessions. The last bit that we did was the bit where we sort of were in the middle of the chapter where it's like fairy tales. So the one of them turns into a tree, into an ent, and like a little fairy, and the other turns into like an otter kind of thing and a gorilla. It's a really fun game, that. I especially liked the bit on the motorcycle. That was really funny. That made me laugh. I was so stressed, it was really funny. How did you know we played? Oh, I suppose you probably saw it on like Steam or something. That makes sense. Quite funny because this is I think the first time that you spied it, yeah. The first time that I've ever like found a game that I said to Nick that we should play this. Normally it's the other way around. He'll find something and I'll be like, yeah, sure. Or oh man, this poor horse. I am very bad at games like that. with like jump puzzles and stuff in them. You're chuckling to yourself and you're watching someone. It's really funny, that bit on the bike. Oh my god. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Honestly. I was so stressed, worried that I was going to fuck it up, and then I realised actually there's no chance to even... Okay, spoilies, sorry. It's great. A bloody timer counting down, and it's a really fun game. Like I said, we haven't finished it yet, so no spoilies, please. But yeah, very enjoyable. Really, really fun. It was a very nice follow-up to It Takes Two. That was also very fun. I like little co-op games like that. Just better for my mental health than things that are #serious. Paint little maggots of it as well. Just noticed there's maggots. Because of course there's maggots, it's Nurgle. Of course there's maggots. The question is, how many are there? And will I be able to find them all? Oops. Rainbow maggots. No, I feel like... the idea of like Skittles, like taste a rainbow kind of thing is probably better here. Like, be weird if did I go brown? I didn't. It'd be weird if the maggots were also rainbow. I feel like it should be. You can have some rainbow, but not all of it. Oh, this is a very, like, literally a new pot. Oh. Okay. I should not put a dirty spudger in there then. Man Reaper and his horse Skittles. Yes, exactly. I feel like that'd be a good name for this horse. Although obviously he's not very skittly anymore. Not in a happy way anyway. That still has skin on it. Or some anyway. Nearly went to my water glass. As is the curse of every miniature painter out there, I think. Exactly, tasted Nurgle's rainbow, that's it. Never ends well, unfortunately. How do you feel about the new raid, Ben? I've obviously missed a reset, which is really annoying, but I am really enjoying it so far. I love how silly it is. That kind of stuff makes me really happy. Really dumb shit and yeah. You're enjoying it, Fitz, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm also very happy that we have a raid that's just not so fucking serious for once. Okay, I really enjoy the silliness of it. I know it's not up everyone's alley, but it certainly is up mine. It doesn't all have to be save the world kind of serious. And I know that, like, indirectly it still is with the whole, like, Salatath stuff, but I find it very fun indeed. No idea how I feel, or how I will feel later on when it's all difficult, lemon difficult with heroic. And I know there's quite a bit of like discontent around how easy the mythic was for Erase the World First, but I don't really find that. I don't find that particularly problematic, to be honest. I know that for the Race the World First, it's obviously very problematic because it's not very exciting if it's not really all that difficult, and the missing extra phase. The mythic hidden phase obviously that's a shame. But I'm having a great time with it so far. Very enjoyable. Found another maggot. You kind of enjoy the slightly more chilled raids. Rick is good. Cool. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. It doesn't all need to be super balls to the walls for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a challenge, but I also like it when things just work and it's not mega suffering for everyone. But that said, I would be sad if we were through. If we were like finished the whole thing in 5 weeks and then had to repeat the same raid over and over. Oh, fiddlesticks! For months on end because we'd like no content. So yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Part of you gets irritated when Nick has to repeat the mechanics every time. You would hope that people... Yeah, you would think so. You'd think so. Oh. But... You'd be surprised how many people don't know what to do with a certain mechanic until it happens to them. I have to admit, I sometimes struggle with that as well. But I tend to react better if it does land on me when I'm not familiar with a certain mechanic yet. Like if someone tells me to do something, I'm normally able to do it. Rather than ballsing up, but some Lamia medium. Yeah. It's not easy. Like everyone learns differently, and I'm more I struggle more with people pretending to know and then not knowing than with people learning and saying, like, look, actually, I don't really understand this mechanic, please tell me. By the way, my brain couldn't escape the thought you put in it. Which thought was that? No, it's reach coming from you physically. It's... Gotta admit, you lost me there. I mean... Oh, the nudie beaches. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look in a minute. I've got Discord notifications turned off when I'm streaming. I'm guessing there's one really close to me. Let me see. Whole the whole guide. Someone who doesn't raid in WoW that often, you're glad to hear that the tactics being somewhat explained. You would also like to think that you're decently good at reacting and moving. You definitely are, Jen. You're used to Final Fantasy stuff, and yeah, you are. You're fine. And I know Nick will always explain things if we have people in the raid who haven't been there before. I think Ben was more referring to having to repeat the same thing over and over again. Which is very fair. It's I feel like this raid is fairly forgiving. There isn't really any mechanic that will like immediately wipe a raid like we had in the previous raid. Like one person fucking up and it was like, okay, fine, we'll have to try again, it will be a wipe. Now do I go red? Or do I go pussy? To be fair, Ben, I think a lot of our community struggle with that. It's easy to get absorbed in like tunneling. And obviously it's not ideal, but I think we all get caught out sometimes. Not always that easy. You did first raid boss in a new Final Fantasy raid tier. Yesterday I was struggling to read the boss moves and reacting to it. Died quite a few times. Well, at least you have unlimited reses in Final Fantasy, even if the healers are probably not going to thank you for it. As an example, moving closer to coin rollout on one-armed, and the number of times you react to something jumped and died because of it. Ah, yeah. I mean, the number of times I've missed the coin rollout or standing close to that. And I would have sworn I would be stood next to it thinking, ah, cool, I'll get this, I'll get this one. Nope. You're one of the healers. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that does make it slightly more awkward, I guess. You could only bring a healer as your gear on other classes a bit low. Ah, okay, yeah, then you... Oh. Well, think of it this way. You can only see it for the first time once. So you'll probably be a bit more comfortable the next time round, and even more comfortable still the next time round. So it'll be fine. Fights are in general harder in this expansion compared to the previous ones. That's funny, it's the other way around in WoW. People have been complaining that things are too easy now. It's we've made some changes to the gearing, which has been huge for anyone wanting to gear up quickly. But it also means that the raids the raids haven't really been tuned for how quickly people are getting gear now, so it's supposed to be really difficult at the start. It's never really been very hard. I mean, we've never ever gone to heroic on the second week before. And this tier round we have. Which I quite like, but I know that some people are worried about how the progression is going to go. Or how quickly we'll get through the raid, I guess. Because I don't want to be doing the same thing over and over and over again towards the end. Should I sign up for tomorrow night? You haven't decided yet. I don't know. Have you played? Because it's heroic, so it might be, depending on your gear level, it might be slightly difficult, but it's definitely a really fun raid. I would, if you're inclined, I definitely would look at joining again if there's space. $637. That should be all right, I think. I don't actually know. This be fine. Don't really know what Nick has said as the bottom. To be honest, I don't even know what my eye level is at the moment. 645, I want to say. Yeah, if you fancy it, definitely sign up, because it's, like I said, fun raid. It's very silly. Ha! Awesome. Do, do, do. Would you two be interested in some mythics for the weekly quest during the weekend, maybe? Yeah. I don't see why not. I definitely need to do some, so that'd be cool. And even just doing like some 5s or something would get it done. And we'd still get loot, which is always nice. I think I could probably do Sunday. Awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Are you free, Ben, for some mythics on Sunday? Get the weekly done. Because it's the dungeon event, I believe. Sunday sounds good. You're away Saturday afternoon. Well, I am streaming Saturday afternoon and doing my mythics with my other group on Saturday evening, so Sunday works. Love to. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. That's good then. That's 3. I reckon I can probably get Nick involved as well. Then we have a tank. If he doesn't have other plans, that is. Of course we do. Probably like. Let me have a quick look at my schedule because I don't want to promise something and then actually. Sunday. I want to say probably like mid-late afternoon, something like that. Gives me a chance to take the dog to the park in the morning, late morning, and do some things around the house and I'll check with Nick what time he is free, because it would be useful if we had a tank. Yeah, 3 p.m. UK would be a good time, as far as I'm concerned. I like 3 p.m. UK. It shouldn't take too long, really. 3 p.m. UK time it is. Working out what your gear path will be. Oh god, you're more on the ball than I am. I really need to look at what I should be crafting. Probably end up being a neck, to be honest. I don't know if there is a decent neck that can be crafted, but because everyone in the raid rolls on necks and trinkets and stuff, it's almost impossible to necks and rings. I mean, sorry, it's almost impossible to get those from raid rolls. Six weeks until you have your full crafted. Jeez. Good thing you crafted a ring, yeah. It's always a good shout, to be fair. I don't know what Wowhead says your best options are, but I know for us it's always difficult to get rings and necks in our raid. How am I supposed to get in there? Like that, I guess. You might craft a ring too, or pants. Yeah. I'll probably end up having to craft a neck. I'm still walking around with previous tier neck, which I am decidedly not proud of. Because I've done alright replacing the other pieces, but I've just not had much luck with the neck, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Where did I go? Here? I haven't moved, have you? Stream still seems to be up. Internet's still up. Never mind your end. Okay, cool. That's good news. I always worry when it's not, in case it's not my end. I am glad it was your end. I mean, not for you, obviously, but for me. The stream died. Oh, that's not great. In that case, welcome back. Only ring which is an upgrade is the ring from end boss fully upgraded with... Oh Christ, yeah, no, there's no chance. I mean, there is a chance, obviously, if you just spend a lot of time and a lot of luck. I haven't, I can't remember if I've gotten anything, any jewelry yet. I think, maybe? Maybe? I mean, obviously I've got the ring from the island. I've got that fully upgraded with everything, but it's the only change for the circlet. Everything else is not big enough an increase. Oh, that's alright then. Yeah, go for it. I think I'm 645. I want to say I've got a lot of champion gear. Got a couple of hero pieces. And like I said, obviously the ring, but I've got some pretty mid trinkets. You like both of my mugs? I can't remember what the other one is. Can you send me screenshots? Because I'm not sure now. I was playing with the Murloc onesie mug, as I missed last week. Do I have a catalyst charge? I think I used it to get a piece because I feel like I think I've transmuted 2 pieces. Oh, me and Jen, I was going to say. Which other mug? Yeah, I think I did the same, Jen. I didn't get very lucky with Tyr, unfortunately, during the raid. I feel like the shaman token is a pretty busy token as well at the moment. crafting or a place for a ring. What classes are on it? Honestly, Ben, if I knew, I would tell you. Paladin, I think? Or that might be with on the druid token. Got a ring of the socket, awesome. Yeah, Paladin, Priest, Shaman. Yeah, that does sound right, yeah. It's not as bad as the, what's the Hunter Mage Druid token, which is normally really quite bad. But, like, sound doesn't really do Mythic Plus anymore with us. Not on Druid, because that mean you're on mine. No, sadly, I think it's Hunter Mage Druid, I think. And Pali Priest Shaman, I think, if I remember correctly. Not gonna lie, you would like legs, but that's so you can swap your shoulders around for a non-verse, yeah. I've been told, or I checked Wowhead and it said if I can get away with it, I should try and keep my helm or my shoulders as my non-set piece. Because apparently the tier piece is very heavy and a specific stat that I shouldn't be going for too much. So I've got a helm at the moment that it's not tier and that I'd like to keep not tier. But yeah, it does mean that I need to get, I think chest is my last item that I should get then. Is it worth doing a sneaky LFR to get 4 set? I don't really gonna get 4 set with champion pieces though, or as veteran pieces. Plus, I don't really know when when I would do that. Chances are better of me getting a. I think I've got another charge now in the catalyst since the reset. I think. I hope. So I might be able to get it tomorrow. I'll have to go have a look, really. I should really wrap this up anyway. I need to put some washes on this thing here and there. So let's go with a that and sworn we had a red wash as well. Hey, thank you very much, Alex. Yes, I have. It's been very chill. It's been very nice to get back to it. I hope you have had a lovely evening. You've been lurking. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, you only just finished now? How did it go? Thanks, Jen. Yeah, me too. Sleep well. I hope you have a lovely night. See you tomorrow. Went well enough? Cool. That's all you can ask for, really. Night, Jen. See you soon. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's been nice. I want to dirty things down a bit so he doesn't look too clean, but also I don't want him to be too depressingly Nurgly, so Agrax Earth Shade instead of non-oil. You should also go sleep your Rectum Roca today. I hope you have a lovely sleep and that it recovers you, well, it allows you to recover nicely and with not too much muscle pain tomorrow. You doubt you'll get away from that, but well, that's the quickest way to get results, I suppose. And by the sounds of it, you're doing really well, so you can be proud of yourself. I am also going to wrap up, walk the dog. Maybe if I have time before bed, check my vault. I just wanted to put some a bit of wash on this here. You love the contrast, the bleak rider on a death throat with a rainbow. Yeah, it's yeah, we've named him Skittles. He's not had a very good time. If you ever want to see something funny, try seeing you get down some stairs after a workout. Oh yeah, it's because you can't. Going down the stairs is worse than going up the stairs after a workout. People really underestimate it. Leg days every day. Every day is leg day. Every day sucks when you go to the gym. At least I think it does, because I hate the gym with a passion. Cool. I've got no there we go. More leg day and cardio mixed in. Wow. It did taste Nurgle's rainbow. Poor Jim, always getting hate. Yeah, I know, right? Poor guy. No one likes the gym. It's a sad life for him, really. I like a bit of torture like that. Oh god. I suppose I could probably get through it if I had a trainer, but not I can't make myself do it, if that makes sense. I don't have the discipline. So yeah. So this guy probably needs, the guy himself probably needs one more session, and then the base. Getting through him fairly quickly, to be honest. ... Right, I am going to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I've had a lovely first stream back. Really enjoyed myself. It was really nice to start painting again. I definitely missed doing that when I was away, so thank you all very much for hanging out with me. And well, I'll be back on Saturday, and I shall hope to see you all again then. I'll make sure that I get my redeems sorted before then. I'll find my hat and stuff and see if I can find that wig. Right, see you all soon. Thank you all very much. I'm not going to do a raid. I can't really be bothered, so thank you all. Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate it. See you all soon. Bye.